down road. Never look back, never ever went slow. Never look back, heard him say that before. Never look back, give a stare at a ghost. Came here at the summertime show. This shit vibe at the Jones, oh no. Low on the smoke, grab another pack go. Pop smoke too, we'll play piano. Pops on you, it's funny how that go. On you too, I never could drink slow. Never look back, heard her say that before. Sound like the type of advice I'd ignore. Funny how time feel on TikTok. You think it just be to drop a clock shot. Never smoke sad, I heard that's a dog out. 44 bucks on the smoke, what you got? Got my mind on the mission on the road to addition. The crime in the crime, I admit it, I'm with it. A suckle up crime from my mama right titty. Cause the dollar made sense, no question, she was with. She was clean, penny, independent when I was a kid. Uncle Luke, don't stop, get it, man, see it. Mommy told me never give a nigga my plug. Then she told me never give these bitches my love. Still to the day, bro, missing my gun. Still to the day, I'm perfecting my thug. Daddy told me never give a honey my money. Had to ask daddy, did that include money? Made dollar, made cent, made money. Got a white guilt like a playboy, but fucked up, but I kept it cause I keep it 100. Made a meal that for real and a damn thing funny. Never look back. Never look back. Never look back. Never look back. So here's the play. You can't go forward, and you can't go back. The past, the present, the future, all irrelevant. The only thing that matters is gratitude is everything. Time is nothing. 81 when I moved to the county where the Kings is. Walked past St. James Place where the King lives. Think quick, never saw class in the liquid. Never get cash for the beats and the St. Chip. Smart ass kid with a mean lip. Mom said Jake gonna speak when I need it. Deep is. Now I'm on fleek as a preset. I don't wear a leash and a leash, but I'm pieces. Never look back, you'll only get better. If you get better, you will never get better. Never get better, then you never get bigger. Never get bigger, then you never make shutter. Get a true fella, you were never really special. You were just a plain nigga with a hit record. Yo, time came in the chain like a welcome. Run the truth, motherfucker, we still forever. Never look back. Never look back. Never look back. Never look back. Never look back.
Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Sunday night. This is an impromptu live stream. Trying to get the visuals right. I know there's a glare in my glasses. I'm trying to see if I can. Yeah, that's probably the best it's going to be. You're not here to look at me anyways. You're here to listen to the wisdom of the ages, the wisdom of comic books, what I'm looking at, what I'm buying right now, what I just got in the mail over the weekend. I'm going to be showing that off. I also want to review, I didn't do it on Friday. I didn't get a chance to do it, but I want to review the Hot 10 list from CBSI. So I'm going to do this as well. So any of you that get to watch this live, that's awesome. Looks like there's only 5 people watching so far. I know I'm not usually on this late, especially on a Sunday, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe more people will join us. Who the heck knows? If not, everyone will watch it on the replay. All right, so I guess we'll start off with the Hot 10 list from CBSI. We'll jump over and look at that. First in the chat is Craig69. He's never here. He's lurking in the background. We got JB. What's up, JB? Let's see here. Let me share my screen. All right, there we go. CBSI. Let's jump over to the Hot 10 list. Books ending, what was that? August 7th, I think. Week ending August 7th. So this is by our good friend Ben Steinniger. I think that's how you pronounce his name. All right, so let's look at the list. We'll start off with number 10 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 104, the Ken Garing 1 in 10 variant. Yeah, $20 book, maybe a little higher now. I guess this is, I don't know. It's not the first appearance of anything, is it? I think this has something to do with The Last Ronin, or it's a tie into that, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know why this book's hot. I mean, I think there's something to it. I don't know. Let me go on eBay real quick and just see what this book's selling for. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I like the Turtles. I'm not a hater of the Turtles. Jesus, it's a $50 book now. Something to do with The Last Ronin. I don't know. Is this the first appearance of The Last Ronin? The Last Turtle? I don't know. I think that's what it's saying in the description. Last Ronin. $50 book, though. My goodness. So that is a hot book. That's probably one of the hotter turtle books in the last few months. Yeah, the regular B, it looks like the regular A or B cover don't sell for much. You can still buy them at cover, but the 1 in 10 by Garing is super hot. I mean, there's an auction right now with 3 days left that's $72. That makes no sense to me. Why would you... Why would an auction be at $72 when there's 2 buy it nows for $50? I guess maybe these are new listings. I don't know. The person in the auction is probably pissed, right? I guess the buy it nows say that there's a bend in the lower left corner. Yeah, maybe they're not perfect condition books, but still $50. That seems really steep. There's a buy it now for $165. Yeah, wow. There's a buy it now for $200. I don't know, guys. The comic book market, man, is so crazy right now. There's going to be several books on this top 10 list that are just, it's stupid money right now. Especially when I think about like what you could do with that money. You could buy like a nice Bronze Age first appearance of a good character. Like when I'm seeing $200 for that book, like I could buy first full appearance of Gambit for less than that, right? I could probably get a really nice high grade copy for less than $200 of Gambit's first appearance. I don't know. It's strange. I don't know. There's a lot of other books I think I'd rather spend $200 on than a book that just dropped a week or two ago. I mean, I get that there's maybe a key element to the book, but yeah, that's crazy. All right, number 9 is Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Number 1, the second print. By the way, I did grab one of those. So I'm going to be showing some books off tonight. That'll be one of the ones I'm going to show. I got 2 copies. I got a nice copy from State of Comics, so I'm going to go over that. I got a couple of really nice books through their Facebook auction. Yeah, so I'll highlight that. So number 9, cool looking cover. They said here, surprises isn't selling for more than the current $15 price. Yeah, I think $10 to $15 seems to be the price range of that book right now. I don't know what the print run on that book's, what it's going to be, but it's got Boba Fett on the cover, so I wouldn't expect it to not do well. And I go on eBay right now. Yeah, it looks like $20. I don't see any listings below $20. Yeah, maybe the cheapest is $19. Boy, someone's asking $50 for one. Holy crap. Yeah, so this, I don't know. Maybe when all the $20 books get bought up, this thing might go up more in price. But I got both. I got two covers. One for $10, and I think I got the other one for pretty close to cover. So, yeah. In fact, I got one for cover. I bought one in an LCS for cover price. So, yeah, that's a hot book right now. So you may want to be on the lookout for that. Maybe you'll find it at an LCS on the rack, possibly. I know where I live, that might be pretty difficult to do, but kind of have to jump on those early. But that is your number 9 pick, is Star Wars Bounty Hunters #1, the second print. Good series. I've been enjoying it. Ethan Sachs is a great writer. I like his work. So I think that's a good book to have. Number 8 is Ice Cream Man #20, the Cameron Stewart variant. Yeah, it's a cool looking Dr. Seuss homage or cover, I guess. I grabbed one of those off of State of Comics. He had a few of those for sale, so I did grab one of those. I do have one pre-ordered as well, so I will get one from my Midtown pre-orders at a 35% discount. So, yeah, I felt that was a book that warranted owning at least 2 copies of. I think that book has some long-term appeal. It's a great series. If you haven't been reading Ice Cream Man, if you like horror and you like just like an individual story anthology where every issue kind of has a separate story, it's really, really good. So I highly recommend Ice Cream Man. It's probably one of my favorite Image titles for sure to get is Ice Cream Man. And that's a cool cover. I haven't read it yet. I just got it in the mail, so I haven't had a chance to read it. But looking forward to reading that. I look forward to all those issues every month. Number 7 is Young Avengers #1. Not a surprise here. This has been on the list a bunch of times in the last year or two. Kind of a cool classic cover. Kind of hard to find in high grade. I've got a nice copy, and I got a director's cut as well. But 9/8 looks like they just topped $400 this past week. You've got, first team appearance, especially first appearance of Kate Bishop. That seems to be driving the price on that book right now. Her appearance in that book. Yeah, she's going to have her own Disney Plus series, something like that. I'm pretty sure that there's some pretty sound reasoning but why that book's has been hot for a while. I mean, I remember when that thing was just hitting like $75, $80, and I thought that was high. So now you got graded copies hitting 400. So yeah, that seems to be a book that continues to do well. Number 6 is Raphael #1. This is an older book. It's definitely something familiar to you if you're a Turtles fan. First appearance of Casey, whatever his name is. Yeah, that's a hard book to find in high grade. It's magazine size. Those are problematic to begin with. Looks like in that 9/8 is going to cost you around $17.50, 9/6 $750, and a 9/4 $630. So those books are doing well. Some people think they're undervalued. I don't know. I'm not a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, but I get the appeal. I see it, no doubt about it. Number 5 is Canto #1. Man, this is a little surprising to me. I didn't think this book was that hot. I've got a couple copies of that. I think I also have the 1 in, is it a 1 in 10, 1 in 20? There's an incentive variant of #1 that I have. I don't have the San Diego Comic-Con one. That's a sad story for me. I had pre-ordered one through a gentleman through eBay, and yeah, these were being sold at the Comic-Con last year, and he wasn't able to get it, so he had to cancel the order on me. And yeah, I pre-ordered it for like $30, and next thing I knew, that was a $60 book. Well, I'm assuming it's worth way more than that now, since the says in raw condition, the regular A cover is selling for $120 plus. Wow. 9/8s are selling at around $500. Says here, anyone else think this had peaked a long time ago? Well, apparently not, because prices keep going up on it. I mean, it is a good little series. I definitely think there is a good following on this character, on this series. You've got a new miniseries that just came out this past week. Yeah, I mean, I think I have that book, in fact. Yeah. Kanto and the Clockwork Fairies. This is the incentive cover, which is kind of cool. I think it's just the 1 in 10 incentive cover. The 1 in 25 I didn't like quite as much, so I went with the 1 in 10, and then there's also the A cover of this. So, he's kind of a cool looking character. It's a good story. I see that having more legs to it, so I don't know that I don't think it's worth spending $120 for the A cover, but of his first appearance. But it is a cool series, and I'm glad I bought it for cover price back when it came out. Number 4 is Star Wars Legacy #1, the 3rd print. Again, a lot of these Star Wars books have been pretty hot, and this one was a $30 to $40 book. Now well over $100. First appearance of Darth Krayt. I don't know. Can't pronounce that name. I did pick up a couple Star Wars books. I think there's a first appearance of somebody here. I don't know. I think it's this guy on the front cover. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War. I picked up 1 through 4 off of one of the websites for pretty cheap. I think it was maybe $3 a book. It was pretty reasonable. I believe this cover sells for more than I paid for the whole set, so I got a pretty good deal on that. All things Star Wars seem to be hot right now. With the Mandalorian series, I think that's driving it. Maybe Disney will get a hint. You need to make more stuff like that instead of your shit movies. So we'll see with Mandalorian can continue to be great. Season 2 is definitely highly anticipated. Number 3 is Ultimates #2, the 2nd print. Man, I remember collecting that series when it came out, but man, I don't think I have that 2nd print. I'm gonna have to look through my boxes and see, but yeah, man, I hope I have it. It's a $100 plus book. So this is the first appearance of Lifebringer Galactus. I know I have the regular, A cover, but I don't think I have the 2nd print. I'll have to look, but I think I would remember that cover. It's kind of cool. I just don't remember it really coming out. I don't know. All things kind of related to Galactus with this Thor run. I think that's one of the reasons it's doing well. Is the current Thor run by Cates. Number 2 is Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the Fiona Staples 1 in 50 variant. Yeah, this is a super hot book. Really, really expensive. Yeah, a month ago it was $1,000. Now this week one sold for $2,200. Wow. It's a cool cover. I love it, but man, that seems so high. That seems crazy high. I just think about what $2,200 could buy. A good Bronze Age key, or I don't know. There's a lot of books I could buy for $2,200. It wouldn't be that one. Number 1 is Dark Knight's Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knight #1, the Care Andrews 1 in 25 variant. Dollar Bin, Manny, the comic collector, and myself were all over this book weeks and weeks ago. We had posted on Instagram about it. We were on this before anybody. Don't listen to any of these other YouTubers that believe that they were first to bring out this information. They're full of shit. It was definitely Dollar Bin, Manny, and myself. We were the first ones to really talk about this book, that it could be a key book. And we were right. And unfortunately, I had 5 copies pre-ordered. I'm only going to be getting 2. So special shout out to Fan-Made Merchandise. I pre-ordered 3 copies from them. And I knew right when I had that feeling, you just get that feeling when you pre-order something from a website. I'd never heard of them before. It looks like they only have DC books on their website, which, and again, was like a red flag to me. And then, of course, I didn't hear anything. Even up until the week it released, I didn't hear anything. No confirmation of the order being processed. Nothing about it coming in the mail. I emailed the gentleman who runs the website. I'm assuming I emailed him probably 4 to 5 times. Finally, tonight, I get an email issuing me a refund. I ordered 3 copies, and he's only issuing me a refund for 2 of the copies. So I don't know if I'm getting the 3rd one or not. I have no idea. All I know is don't buy anything at all, no matter how tempting it is, from Fan-Made Merchandise. They're not reputable. They'll take your order. They'll take your order, and they'll take your money, and they'll sit on your money for a month. But you won't get the books, and you'll have to wait a while to get your money back. I literally was going to be calling my bank tomorrow to begin, investigating fraud against it. I may still have to do that because they still owe me for 1 book. So yeah, so that's just a warning for you guys. There's websites out there. I can tell you there's a lot of really good reputable online comic stores that fulfill their orders for the most part. There's a couple that are really terrible. Fan-Made Merchandise, stay away from them. They're the worst. Unknown Comic Books, I've had some bad problems with them before as well. I've had some good experiences, but mostly it's been troublesome. They just canceled something I bought back in February. I just get an email today about it, that it was canceled. I don't know what happened. I'll have to find out. I think I paid $50 for this book. It was a Delato Fan Expo variant. I don't know. I have to look into it, but maybe it's not their fault. Maybe whoever the distributor is, couldn't fulfill it. I don't know. So I have to investigate it further. But I've had some problems with Unknown Comic Books before. They're not near as bad as Fan-Made Merchandise though. So that store, that website, I would definitely recommend you stay clear of. But this is probably the hottest book right now, and for good reason. First full appearance of the Robin King, first appearance on cover, and first full appearance of the Darkest Night. So there's a lot of key things happening in that issue. Guys, there's 2 or 3 books every year that are really key. 2 to 3. That's about it in comic book world. So if you can figure out what 2 or 3 books every year are going to be super, super key, you can make a lot of money because, that's where the money's going to flow is where those key books are. This is one of them. I think Hell Arisen 3, Batman 89. There's just a handful of books every year that are really, really key books. And it looks like DC, they're just knocking it out of the park. This is an awesome cover. It's definitely a lot harder to find. Yeah, I think that is going to be one of your key books for the year. I think this one and Hell Arisen 3 and Batman 89. So far, those are the 3 books that I think are pretty key for the year. A couple of years ago, Teen Titans 12 would be one, right? First appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. But again, there's just a few books every year that really command attention, and I think that is one of them. So there is your top 10 list from CBSI. Notable honorable mentions: Terrifying Tales number 13, kind of a cool cover. You got a devil Devil cover with a woman in bondage. Yeah, who doesn't love that? 9.0 just sold for $7,000. Wow. The most recent sale was a 5.5 that sold last year for around $1,000. So, yeah, that's probably a tough book to get in 9.0. That's a pretty high grade. I think that is a, 10 center? Yeah, that's probably pre-1960s, right? Is that probably in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s? The next one is Negan Lives, #1, the second print bronze foil variant. I grabbed the regular Negan Lives, just the the standard cover. I'm not really into these chase variants. I don't know. Kirkman's not my favorite writer. He's okay, but this one's commanding $100 to $125. It's about what it was selling for in Midtown. So unless you know a shop owner that was getting this, I didn't even know that this was something you'd pre-order. I don't know how you could have gotten it cheaper than $100, but I think it was on Midtown for just under $100. So yeah, it went pretty quick. So there you go, guys. There is your top 10 from CBSI, or Hot 10. Pretty good list. I've got one. Well, presumably the first #1, I'll have that, at least 2 copies, hopefully. By the way, Golden Apple, shout out to Golden Apple. One of the copies of Dark Knight's Death Metal Legends, that 1 in 25 variant, I bought from Golden Apple. Should have bought all my copies from them. I really like their website. They always fulfill their order. I've never, ever had them cancel an order on me. So I think going forward in the future, even if I have to pay a little bit more money, I'm willing to do that, because I'm pretty sure Golden Apple is going to fulfill the order. Fan-made merchandise will not. So, yeah, I would say go with a very reputable online seller. Golden Apple, Frankie's Comics, State of Comics. They seem to be very, very reputable, and aren't going to jerk you around. But that's my hot take on that. So, all right, let's go back to the chat here. So I got a few of those out of the top 10. Hope says, "Who are you really hiding from?" Yes, I'm always in the closet. Well, this is the only way I can get away from my family. My wife and son are downstairs. My daughter's upstairs, and this is, I could have gone outside, I guess, but probably mosquitoes this time of night are not the best. So, oh, I see. Pope's referring to Craig 69. All right, I get that now. I'm a little slow. It's a little late for me. Yeah, Craig 69. He's in the witness protection program, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Infamous, what's up? Good to see you. DT's here. We got Devil Creep Cheesecake. I like the name of that. Turtle has all the weapons. There you go. That's why that's a good spec. Carter Lee's in the house. I agree. Most people are idiots. D says the Boba Fett book will be a $40 book soon. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think once the $20 ones disappear, I could see that being a $30 to $40 book pretty easily. Yep, I agree with that. D got 3 for cover before FOC. Very nice. We got cardstock variant in the house. What's going on? Yeah, Ice Cream Man. Yes, I think I did show. Do I have? I think I do have that here. Yeah. Yeah, I got a copy. I got another one coming from my pre-orders from Midtown. Got this from State of Comics. They had a nice auction on their Facebook page. So, yeah, that's a good Facebook page to join. I think, a State of Comics. They do some live auctions, which is kind of cool. They combine things for shipping, so that makes it nice and easy. And I ordered a few books from him. What else did I get? I got that Boba Fett cover from State of Comics. What else did I get? The Dr. Seuss cover. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I also got Thor #4. What was that, second print? Yeah, second print of Thor #4. Got Black Winter on the cover. I got that from State of Comics as well. Very nice high-grade copy. And they were kind enough to also throw in a free copy of Wind #1, which is kind of cool. Very nice of them to do that. It's kind of a cool cover. I remember looking at this. Yeah, it's like a $10 to $15 book. You know, I know this series has a little bit of heat on it from Boom Studios. But yeah, it was nice of them to throw that into the order. All right, so I've got a few books to show. I posted some things on my Instagram here recently that you may want to take note of. So we're gonna look at that here in a second. We got Spidey Fan in the house. Ice Cream Man seems like he spilled ice cream in a lot of the copies on the back cover. Oh, is the back cover messed up on that book? I didn't really take a good look at my copy. It looked pretty good to me, but Image usually does a pretty good job with. Yeah, mine looks pretty clean. Yeah, I'd say mine's probably a 9.8, 9.6 to 9.8. Looks pretty clean. Looks pretty nice. I'm glad I pre-ordered that too. So I paid a little bit more. I through State of Comics, I definitely paid a little bit more than cover, but I did pre-order it for below cover, so I'm averaging it out pretty well. I think is the way I'm looking at that one. So yeah, I got some cool books to show you guys tonight. Carly says Young Avengers #1 hard to get in 9.8. Yeah, I agree. That darker cover, it's definitely more difficult. Yeah, Kanto #1 definitely has major printing issues. IDW, yeah, in fact, I think my incentive cover, if I remember right, has a little bit of a wrinkle on the front cover. It could be pressed out. I mean, I didn't bother to get it pressed, but I would only do that if I was going to get it graded. Yeah, definitely those Kanto books, if you're going to get them graded, you got to get them pressed. Because most of them have some type of like, not a spine, nothing that can't be pressed out. It's usually like just like a little wrinkle, but they're not in perfect shape, that's for sure. Infamous says, yeah, we really can't see the books with the glare. Yeah, I know. I've got these in my lights. Let me try to see if I can angle the camera better. Is that a little bit better? Like if I angle it, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I got them in these My Lights, which is, yeah, I know there's a lot of glare on them. That might be a little bit better. That's probably if I angle the camera this way, and yeah, that might be better. I'll try doing it that way. Appreciate you letting me know that. Yeah, I'm not always looking at the camera very well, so I'll try to reduce glare if I can. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that print run was pretty low on Kanto #1. Infamous will probably tell us in a minute. He seems to come up with that information very quickly. But that may be a contributing factor to why that book is hitting the prices that it is right now. I haven't read. I heard it's pretty good, though. I heard a couple of YouTubers talk about it, that the stories in it are pretty good on that issue. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that this weekend, or this coming week if I can. Dr. Seuss parody was about smoking weed with Coke. There you go. Sounds good. Oh, man. Let's see here. Yeah, I haven't read 19 either. I'm a little bit behind in my reading. I got quite a bit of reading to catch up on this week. The Galactus second print was in Walmart packs about a year and a half ago. Really? The Walmarts near me, I don't know. I never really see anything there. It's all like those thicker DC books. I don't know. I don't really see much at Walmart, or at least the Walmarts I go to. Hey, there's Manny the Comic Collector. Good to see you, my friend. I was just mentioning Manny a little bit ago. D says, I placed my order for Legends 1 in 25 months, way back before all that news on that other YouTube channel. Only paid $25. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I didn't get my copies that low. I think the cheapest I got it for was like $70. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Good job. Yeah, it's good to be early, for sure. Let's see what else we got going on here. D says unknown does not email me back when I send multiple emails. I can cancel an order minutes after placing one. Emailed twice prior to their 10-day window for return. Never got a refund. Yeah. I mean, there's some guys out there that you got to be careful with. Frankie's and Golden Apple, I think, are the best. I've never had an issue with them, and they have really cool exclusives. And State of Comics, I just started dealing with them, and they seem to be pretty good as well. Last week he came on my live stream, which was nice, the owner. So they seem to be a pretty good, reputable online store as well. So those three I would definitely recommend: Golden Apple, Frankie's, and State of Comics. Haven't had any issues with them at all. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Ultimately, if you're not getting refunded, you can call your bank and they will get the refund for you, especially if you use a debit card or something like that. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, Thanos 13, that's right. I forgot. That was another key book that happened not too long ago. Again, there's 2 or 3 really key books every year. Sometimes DC has them, sometimes Marvel does, but yeah, there's usually at least a couple books every year that tend to be the ones that you want to make sure you got in your collection. All right, let's see here. We got Agent J.R. Ewing in the house. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Manny's still waiting for the Peach. Yeah, it's because you wanted it signed. That's probably not Golden Apple's problem. That's probably the artist, Peach Momoko. Because I know they have to send it to the artist to get them signed and signature graded. So yeah, I got mine. I mean, I got mine pretty quickly after I ordered it. I still am waiting for the Rays, but that Ray Momoko variant. But I believe the problem with that book was from IDW that does the printing. I don't know. The printers like screwed up a bunch of copies because I bought one from Frankie's too, and Frankie's is like, yeah, we have to get new ones. They had to destroy all the ones they got because they were really messed up. So that's not really Golden Apple's fault. That's more of the printing, the printer who they get it from, the distributor. All right. Yeah, Frankie's is pretty good. Although the owner on his Facebook page does get pretty salty sometimes. I've seen him slap some people verbally on his Facebook page. It's pretty funny. But probably, I'm sure it's warranted that he does that because people can be jerks. So, it's pretty funny to see some of the stuff he says on Facebook, though. All right, real quick, I'm going to pull up one of the books that I tried to grab tonight. I found a couple websites that had it. If you Google this, I think you could find some still around $4, which is still around cover price. And I'm in the process of watching the new season of Umbrella Academy. I haven't finished it. I think I'm on the 4th episode, maybe. But there is a key book, I guess, number 7, Hotel Oblivion number 7. I did post this on my Instagram here just a little bit ago. That's what the A cover looks like. I'm not sharing my screen, damn it. Hold on a second. 1 second. There we go. All right. Kind of a cool cover. I don't know. Little birdie there. That is probably the key issue of the series of Hotel Oblivion. I think the whole series is done pretty well. It seemed to be well received. I didn't pick up any of the issues, though. I don't know why. I collected Umbrella Academy. I've got the first series and the Dallas, but I did not pick that one up. I don't really know why. I just passed on it. But I did grab a bunch of copies of number 7. So this is a key first appearance of the Sparrow Academy. I guess that's what's on the cover there. Sparrow, is that a sparrow? I don't know. So this Sparrow Academy that's their first appearance. It happens near the end of the issue, and I guess at the end of the TV series, the Netflix show, they introduced the Sparrow Academy at the end. So this is going to be a key issue. I think a lot of people are going to be hunting this book down. If you can get it for cover price, I would recommend buying it. I probably wouldn't pay more than $6 or $7 for it. If you go on eBay right now, I think the cheapest you'll see it for is about $15. But if you Google the title of this book, you can find some sites that are selling it, still near cover price. I found 2 sites that were still selling it for like $3 to $4. So I think I grabbed like 7 or 8 copies tonight. But I think this has the potential. This book, it's a key first appearance of a new team, the Sparrow Academy. I think this has the potential to be a $20 to $30 book, maybe $40 book at some point. Especially, could be a lot more if that ends up being its own show. I'm not going to go that far and say that's going to happen, but it is a key book. I definitely would look for it, especially at an LCS. You probably could easily find that at a comic book shop, for cover price or less. I'm pretty sure you could find that. So don't go paying, $15, $20 for it. I would look for it, for cover price, either at your LCS or online. Online, it's probably going to, just because I'm doing this show on it. I mean, if there's 24 people watching this right now and 20 of you decide to go out and buy it online, I'm sure it will all be sold out pretty quickly. But your LCS, definitely, you'll be able to find that. I don't think that was anything that is too difficult to get at a shop. So keep that one on your radar, especially when you're hunting for books. Just check and see if they have that one. I would definitely look for that if you can find it. But that show's pretty good. I like it. I think the first season was a little bit better, maybe. At least the episodes that I've watched so far, they're not quite as good as the first season, but it's still good. I love that kid that plays number 5. I mean, he kind of makes the show, in my opinion. But Pope needs to catch up on The Boys. Yeah, I watched the season 1 again about a month ago, because I know season 2 is coming out September 4th, so that's coming around the bend here. Yeah, that'll be The Boys. I don't know. That's going to be probably one of the best shows to watch, in my opinion. I love it. It's demented. It's disgusting. It's sick. It's freaking awesome. So I'm going to highly recommend you watch that show, The Boys, if you haven't already. All right. Did I have any other things to talk about? Umbrella Academy. I like that book. I think that's a no-brainer. It's already an established property. It's, first issue, first appearances have gone way up, obviously, when that book first came out. But this is just a new thing that I think could heat up. So keep your eye on that one. Real quick, let me go through some books that I got recently that I think look pretty cool. This one was just like a regular B variant. Let me angle it here. This is Amazing Spider-Man Sins Rising Prelude #1. Cool Boss Logic cover. I love Boss Logic. He does some pretty nice covers, and I like that Spider-Man cover. So I grabbed that one for cover price. This one's really heating up right now. I think Dollar Bin told me he went crazy heavy on this. Batman Adventures Continue #2, A cover. First appearance of Sonny, kind of a young protege to Deathstroke. I ended up getting 2 copies. I think I found them for maybe a little bit over cover price, but around $4. And I looked on eBay, man. There's listings like $50 to $60 for this book right now, which is crazy. I don't know if it's going for that much, but yeah, definitely keep your eye out for this. eBay is going to be expensive now. I don't think you'll be able to find it for less than $30 at this point on eBay. But your local LCS, your local comic book shop, they may not be aware that this is a hot book. I think a lot of people are missing this right now. So see if you can kind of pick this up if you don't have it already. I think that'll be a good one to have. Kind of going alphabetical here. This is just a cool looking Black Panther cover. Black Panther #35. I think that was from a few years ago. It sells pretty consistently around $30 to $40. I found a run of these, like 31 through 40 or whatever. I found the whole run for like $20. So, I got the run. I got this cheaper with a run than I would have by itself. So it was a pretty good deal. Just like that cover. I can't remember who the cover artist is. I can't remember. But I like the cover on that. Just a cool looking cover. Kind of reminds me of like Perillo or Addy Granoff, that type of style. Just a nice looking cover. Kanto, I showed you that one already. Incentive cover. This one's kind of dark, hard to see probably, and with the glare, it has a lot of glare there. But that one's a good one. This is another one that I thought looked interesting. Little minor spec on it. I don't know. Jeff Lemire did a book called Sweet Tooth that I guess got optioned, which doesn't really mean much these days, but House of Mystery #16. I guess this is the first appearance of Sweet Tooth, who is that character right there in the picture, I guess. Yeah, I bought this really cheap. I mean, it's not super high grade. It's probably like a very fine plus. It's probably like an 8.5. It's not perfect. I would have liked to have been for it to have been a little bit better shape, but it's got like one spine tick. Really nothing too much to complain about, but overall looks pretty good. I think I got this for like $8 or something. It's really cheap, under $10, and I think it's selling for around $20 to $30 range now. So that's a good one to look for. House of Mystery 16, the Vertigo line. It's came out a few years ago, so it's not that old. The Ice Cream Man #20, I showed you guys that one, the Dr. Seuss one. That's been a hot book this past week. Phoenix Resurrection #1. Just a cool Jenny Frison book cover. Love that cover. Got a deal on this. Is a 1 in 25. I think I got it for like $10, $13 shipped or something. It was cheap. I expect this book to heat up at some point. I mean, I think all Frison covers should be hot at. And you're starting to see some of her older stuff go up a lot in price now. like that Beauty #1 cover. That's like an $80 book. I think this could be, one of those books that shoots up. Pretty cool Ginny Frizzum cover. So I like that. This is going to be one of the hottest covers of the year for me. When I do an end of the year video on hot covers, this will definitely be one of them. This is Something Is Killing the Children #8, the Jeff DeCall incentive cover. Got this off of Midtown for $66. It's selling around $180 to $200 now. I did get 2 copies of this. I sold one of them for about $130. So basically, the one I sold basically paid for this one, right? If you're doing comic books the smart way, that's the way to do it. Sell one to make it pay for the other one that you decide to keep in your collection. So yeah, so I basically got that one for free, essentially. This is a really cool looking cover. This is a total cover buy for me. I'm a big Wrightson fan, and this is kind of a later before he died, Bernie Wrightson cover. I think he died not too long after he did this. So this is one of his, one of the last few years that he was still drawing. Just a cool Spectre #58. Genesis, I guess, the Spectre. Just a cool Wrightson cover. I'm a big Wrightson fan, and just total cover buy for me. I think this book sells for like $20 pretty consistently, though. Got it a little cheaper than that. Free Comic Book Day, Spider-Man #1. This is the Midtown. I don't think this one goes for as, the regular one goes for more money. Debatable. I guess this is considered the first appearance of Virus, is this particular issue. So I did grab the Midtown for free. So what do I care? I didn't pay any money for it. The Star Wars Bounty Hunters, I showed you guys that one already. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, Sith War, first appearance. I can't remember this guy's name. Some Jedi. Who freaking knows? I don't know. All right. I got some Thor books. Thor #2, first printing. I got 2 of those bad boys. That's selling for, what is this selling for? $75, $80 right now? Crazy. First cameo of Black Winter, is that what it is? I don't know. Something like that. I've got the second print, which is kind of the same cover, just, black and white background. I think that's selling for like $20. Got that one for cover. And #4, second print. Showed you that one. Black Winter on the cover. I guess that's first cover appearance, technically. And we got #5, which of course is the first full appearance of Black Winter. And I got two copies of that bad boy. And I think this one's selling $40, $50 probably right now. Good amount. And I got a Venom #26. This is the Cale No exclusive. So I think these were limited to only 500 copies, if I'm not mistaken. And then the trade dress was limited to 1,000. So pretty low print run on these. Yeah, definitely sells about twice what I paid for this. Again, I think this was a Frankie, no, Golden Apple. I got this at Golden Apple. Golden Apple Comics. I think Frankie's and Golden Apple was selling this, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, just one of those cool covers. I like Cale No's artwork, and that is a key book to have, for sure. All right, guys. Trying to think what else we could talk about. I was watching the PGA Championship today, and nice to see a young kid, Colin Mokuwaya. I pronounced his name wrong. Moyakawa. I think it's Moyakawa. Yeah, he ended up winning. Did really well. I always like watching the major championships if I can. I went and played golf this morning. Did pretty well. Hit my new driver pretty well. Had a good time. It was hot as hell, though. Man, I think I lost about a pound of sweat. So in the afternoon, I just kind of chilled on the couch and watched golf. And, it's perfect Sunday for me is to do that. So I had a good time. I'm trying to think what else is coming up this week. I did confirm, I believe I'm going to have Aaron Bartling on the show for Thursday. So last Thursday, I had Ryan Brown on the show. A lot of you were in the live stream, which was kind of cool. Let me pull up Aaron Bartling's. Pull up his Instagram. So I believe he's going to come on the show this coming Thursday. He watched my show with Ryan Brown. He's a fan of Ryan Brown as well, and he said he loved it. He thought it was laid back and cool, and he kind of likes the way I was interviewing Ryan. So he's definitely looking forward to the interview that I'm going to do with him. Same format. We talk about his art, his style, how he comes up with these images. And, as you can see, this is his Instagram page, Aaron Bartling Art. And, he's been drawing a little while. He's his first published work, though, was this cover for Last Ronin, the Turtle book, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book. Originally, that was through a website that was only selling it for like $20. I think it's like an $800 to $1,000 book now. It's crazy. I mean, it's one of easily, in my opinion, it's the best cover for that series for The Last Ronin. I know there's a lot of covers out there. There's a really cool Kale No cover. There's, who else doing that cover? Peach Momoko did a cover. I mean, there's a lot of really good covers out there. I think this is by far the best. And eBay agrees with me, by the way, because a $20 book selling for $700, $800 or more, that should tell you this is the cover everybody wants. It was only limited, I think, to 300 print runs. So that's another reason it's going for super huge money. But I love it. It's an awesome cover. And Aaron Bartling, it'll be awesome to have him on the show. I've been messaging back and forth with him on Instagram for probably the last month now. So he's a really, really cool, down-to-earth guy. And it's going to be a great show, guys. So I'll announce the time probably, by Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll have the exact time nailed down. It just depends on Aaron's schedule. My schedule is a little bit more flexible than most people's. So I'm going to try to get him on the show, closer to our normal time. I think Ryan Brown, I had to have him on earlier because he's in Belfast and the time zone difference. Aaron, I think is, I think he's West Coast, so not a huge time difference. I think he's West Coast. I can't remember. But I'm going to have him on the show. It should be a good time. So look for that. Check out his Instagram page. You want to see his artwork. I mean, he's done some awesome stuff. I love that picture right there. I see a lot more fantastic art coming from him in the future. So anything I can do to help promote a young artist, I'll do my best, and hopefully, this show will give him a little bit more exposure. And, he's already got 2,630 followers. He's got more people following him than me on Instagram, at least. But, it's just a way to get his name out there a little bit more in the community. And I definitely see him doing a lot more covers in the future. So look for that on Thursday, guys. I'll try to nail down for sure that time. And I'll work that out with Aaron shortly. Oh, Manny's got some spec for us. Ronin will be on the cover for 107, B cover. Okay, there you go. So put that on your radar. That sounds like a good bet. Yeah, sorry guys, my throats. I should have brought some whiskey up here with me. I forgot to bring it. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the chat, which is good. Guys, there's 24 people watching right now. It's awesome. Trying to think if there's anything else going on that. Oh, there are. I know there's some second and third printings coming out this week. Venom, Venom 27, I think has a third. Is it a third or fourth printing? I think it's a third printing. That one looks pretty good. I think I grabbed that one. What else did I grab? I'm just looking at my. Oh yeah. See if I can find it here. See, God, I have to Google it. Never works when I need it to. There we go. All right, there is this new series from Boom Studios is going to be hot. The title's a little long. I think they could have came up with a better title, in my opinion. We find them. Whatever, just time we find them. So it'll come up right away. We find them when they're dead, right? It's kind of a long ass title, in my opinion. But there's the Jenny Frison 150 variant. Sanctum still has it for $100. A lot of websites have sold out on it. But this was something a couple weeks ago. I posted it on my Instagram. You could have bought for like $55. Now it's $100. But there is a cool looking exclusive that basically is the same as the 1 in 50. I guess it's like an acetate overlay over it for only $12.99. So if you really like that cover, you can kind of grab a version of it, let's say, right, for $12.99. So there's that available. There's also a really cool Peach Momoko Virgin variant. I have a feeling this will sell out. It is a cool looking image. I don't love all of Peach Momoko's art, but I just think this one's pretty cool. So I could see this one selling out. I don't know what the print run is on this. It's an exclusive with Sanctum. So I don't know. You may want to call them and say, hey, how many of these are you printing? They'll probably be like, well, as many orders as we get. So if they're selling them $25 a piece, I don't know if maybe they get 1,000 orders, and maybe they cut it off at 1,000. I don't know. I would expect, though, this could be something that sells out in the next week or two. So keep your eyes on this one. If you like it, buy it. Remember, only buy what you like. Don't buy it just because you think it's going to go up in value. We've all done that. It's usually not something I would recommend you do. I think you're better off just kind of like buying what you love, and the values will sort of take care of themselves. Now they got a nice deal on the they got the 1 in 10 still available. I think the 1 in 25 they're asking a little too much. I think $40 is a little much. But the 1 in 10 by Christian Ward's pretty cool. So I think this series is going to be like Something is Killing the Children. I see the A cover being, $15 to $20 book, and these incentive covers, I think will obviously be worth more. So I would try to get these if you can. I think it's going to be a hot series. Al Ewing, again, is the writer. He's the one doing Immortal Hulk. He did Guardians. He's a good writer. He's a solid writer for Marvel. And yeah, this is his own independent title now with Boom. And we'll see how it does. The premise sounds really interesting. The premise is they find Captain Malik and the crew of the Vihan 2 escape from their tyrannical government. They chart a course straight to the first living god they can find, but the only thing more dangerous than what lies ahead of them is who follows behind them. So I guess they're trying to find living gods. I don't know. It's sort of an interesting premise. Also, by the way, This is a B cover for Something is Killing the Children 11. There's also a black and white version of this. That's a 1 in 25. I think that's pretty hard to find. It's sold out most places, but yeah, it's a really cool cover. It's still available. So if you like Ginny Frizen, that may be something that you want to look for. Venom 29 has Codex on the cover. I'm sure there's a lot of people pre-ordering this puppy. But Venom's been a hot series. Venom, Thor, Something is Killing the Children. Yeah, there's just some really good comic series out right now. I think this We Find Them When They're Dead series is going to be pretty hot. I think those were the only ones that I was looking at here. Let's see here if there's anything I missed. Yeah, I think that might be it. There was one other website that had another exclusive cover. Let's see if I can find it. Manny, you're funny. Manny always finds stuff. It's like, oh, I found that book, no problem. Manny can hunt down shit like no one's business. He's like a bloodhound. What is the name of this? Somebody sent it to me earlier today. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I mean, that's the beauty of having so many people message me through Instagram all the time, which is kind of cool. Yeah, here it is. I've never heard of this website either. Cover Alpha Comics. That's it. There is an exclusive cover with CoverAlphaComics.com, which is We Find Them When They're Dead. We only find them when they're dead. No, we find them when they're dead. No, we only find them. See, the title's too damn long. I can't get it in my head. We only find them when they're dead, number one. So there is a black and white exclusive variant from this website, CoverAlphaComics.com. So it's only $15, which is very reasonable. It's a black and white. It's a really cool looking image. Obviously, it's the same as the 1 in 50. I think the 1 in 50 is pretty nice as well. But, you know, if you don't want to spend $100 on the 1 in 50, this is a way to get it certainly more reasonable. This price is going to jump back up to $20, by the way, after September 1st. And it's limited to only 1,000 copies. So, yeah, I don't think it'll last long. I think this will sell out. So $15. I grabbed 2 copies for myself. Just a cool looking cover. And yeah, I think that's kind of what I wanted to highlight tonight. Just some cool looking books that are coming out soon. Yeah, Infamous is the one who told me that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Infamous. I didn't mean to not give you credit. I keep forgetting some people's Instagram accounts are not the same as their YouTube. I sometimes don't associate the two, so sorry about that. So Infamous is the one that posted that. Awesome, thank you, Infamous. So again, guys, I only get these ideas because, you know, because of the people I interact with. And you always learn something new. I mean, this is a website I've never even heard of before, but they have a lot of cool exclusives. And it looks like they do get exclusive covers. So check them out. Cover Alpha Comics. Hopefully there aren't any problems in dealing with them. It looks like they have that 1 in 50 for $70. That's certainly a lot cheaper than Sanctum. Sanctum wanted $100. They still have it for 70. It's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I mean, there's some really good online stores out there. I really kind of like this 7 Secrets Mercado cover too. Miguel Mercado. I'd like to get him on the show. I need to send him a message on Instagram. It's another artist I would like to see if he'd come on the show. All right, guys, that'll do it. That's kind of what I had to highlight tonight. Appreciate all of you that were interacting in the chat and that have been watching my channel, especially for a good long time. I'll have another show on Thursday. I might have one before. It just depends. Maybe on Wednesday I'll highlight a few things if I see anything that's worth highlighting. But thanks for checking in, guys. I'll see you on Thursday's show, and I'll send out a reminder and a notice, definitely on Instagram and also through YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. And make sure also that you hit the bell for notifications so that you don't miss when I send out that notification. All right, guys, it's Sunday evening. I hope you're doing well. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon.